During the first season of Population 1, we saw the lore of the game progress as military defenses were set up around tower and other fixtures were blown up and destroyed. Eventually, the Seekers were able to infiltrate the tower and collect the energy cores inside. Then in Season 2, the Wild West happened, I guess? And now post Season 2, we're getting a castle? Forget the Bureau and Truth Seekers, Population 1 is becoming more and more like Disneyland, and honestly, I'm all for it. By the way, if you haven't played Population 1 yet and are thinking about getting it, get it now and use the code DAPANDA or DAPANDA in-game to get 750 of in-game gold. This is only valid for new players within 2 weeks of purchase, and it's valid until August 17th at midnight Pacific time. So again, if you haven't gotten the game yet, get it and use that code. Instead of having a Season 3, the devs at Big Box decided to do a post-Season 2 series of events that will give us tons of free content and no battle passes whatsoever. This is ultimately why it's not called Season 3, because a season implies that there will be a battle pass with lots of rewards and all of that good stuff. Instead, they're promising to give us 4 big events that will allow you to collect tons of free stuff. But that's not all of the changes. As many of you know, we now have a new area called the Kingdom, and let me just say, fighting there is a blast. It's located right between Frontier and Armory, taking the place of Complex 33, and yes, Frontier is here to stay. The Kingdom is massive, kind of like how the Frontier was massive, and giving us several different mini areas, such as the Castle Grounds, Peasant Quarters, Noble District, Rural Countryside, the Wizard's Tower, and much more. To help you overtake the Kingdom, we now have a new weapon, Excalibur. Excalibur is described as being the legendary sword that graces the land of Pop 1, and all are worthy. In practice, Excalibur is essentially just a katana with a new skin. It deals 75 damage directly to health and gives you a 25% speed boost while equipped. And just like the katana, it is a ton of fun to fight with. Outside of that, there's a new launch platform just south of the map for easy Kingdom hot drops, which is going to be a blast because there's so many places to run around and hide within the Kingdom, it's going to be crazy. There's also new loot rarity amplifiers at the Round Table, the Wizard Tower, and the Entrance Tree. This means that you should go to those areas and focus on there for looting to get the best loot possible. As far as the actual events go, so far they won't be much different from previous Population 1 events. The first one will consist of collecting crystals that can be found all over the map. There will also be a point system for the amount of damage dealt and kills achieved. In total, there are 10 rewards in the first event, 6 gun skins, 2 sprays, 1 title, and PJ Gallant, which you can see here. In the future, expect to see more fantasy-themed skins. Many of the ones that were leaked have already been featured in these trailers so that you can see what's to come. I'm personally really excited for this skin here. If I'm being honest, there hasn't yet been a Pop 1 skin that I knew I just had to get. Well, except for the bone skin before they changed it. But this skin looks sick, and I'm 100% grabbing it as soon as I can. The first event starts on August 5th and will go until August 16th. But the overall update is expected to last for a total of 11 weeks starting on August 5th. I also don't know much about the other 3 events that are going to happen, but they're going to be coming throughout the coming weeks after this first event, and I've been told that they're going to include a new game mode and that it ends with a good versus evil event where you have to pick a side. I asked the devs about why they decided to focus on having just 4 events instead of a full season with a battle pass and everything, and they said that they mostly just want players to have fun, make it more simple, and focus on gameplay and rewarding playing the game. My guess is there were a lot of complaints about bugs in last season, and so they're simplifying some of the features and focusing on a more streamlined gameplay experience so that they can fix the bugs that are there and make the game better overall for everyone before doing anything too crazy. And honestly, I'm okay with this. I mean, the only difference between what we are getting now and a full season update is a new battle pass, and I'm perfectly happy switching that out for several free events that I don't have to pay for. Well, anyways, that's it for this video. Don't forget to use code DAPANDA to get gold in-game if you're brand new to Population 1, and tell your friends about it so that they can use the code to get some free money. But that's it, I'm out.